guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 442. Today what we're doing is working on the overhead position, more specifically the wide grip overhead position. This is the position that you're going to see in your snatches and your overhead squats and the movements like that. So what we're doing is we're using a PVC pipe or a dowel, whichever one that you have at home, to open up the anterior portion of the shoulder. And that's going to include the pec, coracobrachialis, biceps, anterior deltoid, and this is how it's done. We're going to take a PVC pipe, we're going to grab it on one end, okay, whatever end that is, that's fine. And then what you're going to do is you're going to allow the top end, because obviously the long part's going to be on the top, you're going to allow the top end to kind of fall to the outside of the arm. Now this replicates a movement that I showed in the past that we work on external rotation. This is going to be our starting position. It looks just like that. Instead of keeping our arm at this 90-90 position here, what we're going to do is we're going to take our accessory hand, the one that we're not mobilizing, we're going to reach down low on the PVC. And as we do that, we're going to drive our arm upwards, okay, still keeping our grip on the top hand, on the PVC there. And we're just going to keep on pushing until we lengthen that arm, and we're basically trying to drive, creating long axis distraction through the longitudinal plane of this arm. So driving straight up in that direction. Once we do that, once we get that tissue all lengthened out, that replicates kind of that overhead position, that wide grip overhead position that we're looking for. Now from right there, what we're going to do to collect slack here is we're going to take our bottom hand, okay, and we're just going to create a torque here by twisting away from our body, all right? And it kind of looks just like that, and that kind of gathers all that slack. You'll be able to see it from this direction as well. So I don't change anything right here. I just twist away, and that kind of gathers all that slack right up in there. Now, before anybody jumps down my throat for saying that we're twisting the arm into internal rotation, I promise you it's not enough there to create an impinging position on the shoulder. It's just all we're doing is gathering slack, because where we go from there, once we drive all the way up and we twist the PVC away and gather all that slack, then all we're going to do is kind of drive that PVC kind of out and away, kind of in this arc like this. And what that's going to do is that's going to really lengthen that whole overhead position of the shoulder, and you're going to feel all this tension kind of come up in here. Just be careful not to overextend the shoulder and create too much pressure on the anterior capsule of the shoulder. But otherwise, that's going to be really, really beneficial to kind of open up this overhead squat, snatching type of position, a wide grip overhead position. So here's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to collect 10 minutes, that's 5 minutes per arm, creatively exploring through that position that I just showed right there. If you find a super tight band, what you're going to do is you're going to stop in that vector. Say whatever vector I find a super tight or taut band, I'm just going to stop and I'm going to hold that position and allow that tightness to subside, okay? Hold that for about 30, 45 seconds, and then you can kind of go ahead and move and find another tight, taut band, and that vector again, you're just going to hold right in that position, and again for another 30, 45 seconds. If you get any numbness or tingling in the hands, obviously drop them down, switch on to the other side, and then you can start collecting time on the other arm, okay? But we're collecting 5 minutes per side. That's 10 minutes total. Guys, I hope this helps you out. Until tomorrow, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.